Shall we? Come on. What was that, Steve? Let's go. Rich was just nudged by Steve. Doesn't see that very often. Yeah. What was that, Steve? You're funny. You're funny. It's 8:45 a.m. on Saturday, March 22nd. We're ready to start the day in 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Yeah. I think I can get away with not using my wireless noise-canceling lavalier. It's a pain to hook up when you're hooking up a cat and a dog to a line and put on the gear. Much less windy. It'd be hard to be any more windy than it was yesterday. And it's 41 degrees, up from, I think we had a low of about 38 this morning. The birds in the bushes they're in the pussy willow. See, the fun of this microphone is I can pick up those sounds a lot better. Steve, what are they doing? Toying around with us, the birds in the sky. Rapid fire changes, huh? So windy yesterday. It was freezing outside. Well, it was in the 40s, but it felt very cold. And we did get some snow in the mountains, and what a gorgeous start to the day. I lifted some of these webcams. Mount Mansfield rejuvenated with snow on the trees and all those little bare spots covered up. Heard a variety of reviews on the skiing yesterday, to really sticky, to really icy, to some nice powder. Josh Worth up at J found some great powder turns. He had to hike for him because the wind had shut down the summit lifts. And he says one run was great, then the next one wasn't so great. So the sun today is taking care of us, though, with sunshine, temperatures that started. Here's the regional roundup around 7 o'clock this morning. Whenever you see Burlington, Vermont with a wind from the south and 37 degrees, well, it's 36 degrees in Plymouth, Massachusetts, that warm air advection signal, when warmer air is moving in, we always see it first in the Champlain Valley of Vermont. Meanwhile, across the Connecticut River, it was 18 degrees this morning in Whitefield, New Hampshire. So we did get some radiational cooling. It's a very minor ridging between two storms. Yesterday's storm is down about 985 millibars over Labrador. And the next storm is actually traveling way across northern Canada, and it's going to drag a front through here. And those isobars there, you see how they form this sort of... what's that shape? Up and down. That's a ridging that's in New England right now. So we have ridging and sunshine for now, but the clouds are right on our doorstep. I break for birds. Gotta talk louder. Eider on the water there. And so this front's going to come through here today. It's going to produce some precipitation. Why don't we just go right to the NAM high res from last night and show the precipitation. The wind from the south today pushes the temperatures into the 50s for a lot of us. Even the bottom of the ski areas is going to be close to 50. And that precipitation is coming in, it looks like after the last chair. So I was wrong yesterday saying you need rain gear today. 22Z, that is 6 p.m. There's that rain is green, elevation snow. It's coming through here pretty quickly this evening. And the front doesn't even make it into southern New England. At least the precipitation does not. And that little bit of rain and snow could add up to a couple of more inches in the higher elevations. But it's gone really quickly. And the rest of the night tonight, it's going to be fairly windy from the north, so there'll be a setup of the snowpack. It's going to refreeze, and tomorrow morning we start off in the 20s in northern New England, but it turns into a gorgeous day tomorrow. Before the next front comes in, the wind's going to go light and variable, and then the wind's going to come back in from the south again tomorrow afternoon. Rapid fire changes, and then tomorrow night, here comes another system. It's a warm front / cold front, wave of low pressure coming through the Great Lakes, and the blue is snow, almost reaching into Boston, but not quite. Green is rain, and it looks like a rainy morning for Boston and eastern Massachusetts, while rain and snow mixed in northern New England gradually shut down. And that's 2 p.m. now is the last image here, 2 p.m. on Monday. And we've got a wintry mix in northern New England, and we're drying it out in southern New England. And there's another low. There you see it in Lake Huron, and that's going to come through later Monday night. So there's going to be another cold front on Monday night. And we're going to go warm front, warm front all week long. And I think yesterday I probably misstated that would get 3 cold fronts for every warm front. Now I'm thinking it's more like 2 cold fronts for every warm front this week, as guidance has trended warmer. That's because the flow, we knew it was going to be low confidence. The flow looks like the waves want to track a little further north next week than they did in yesterday's GFS. And the GFS and the Euro are all kind of in agreement for the next 48 hours, but then they go completely different paths. And I'm going to stick with the colder solutions of the GFS. And let's get right to it, see how fast we can do the weather today. There's the last night initialization, that 993 low way up on the top right there. That's the low that's going to drag a front through here tonight. And there's that little bit of rain and snow, and then briefly windy and overnight. And then tomorrow we've got a weak high pressure system, and it's just as strong a high north as it is south. So neither one of those really has staying power before this next front comes in on Monday. And Monday we have that mixture of rain and snow. The GFS has adjusted that rain snow line further north, and that makes good sense because I don't think it's going to snow in southern New England on Monday. And we're going to actually warm it up probably to near 60 in southern New England on Monday. After that warm front goes by, we get warm air advection briefly. And then Monday night and Tuesday, a cold front comes down and you get some upslope snow or elevation snow, but just a couple of inches again. Not a huge storm on Tuesday, but the cold air is not really pushing in fast, and neither is the warm. We're right on the boundary. Excuse me. Oh, break for cuteness. Oh, Steve, why'd you stop? He was just giving himself a massage on our new stairs here. All right, back to Tuesday. An upper level low is over southeastern Canada, and you have just instability, snow showers in the mountains. Doesn't look like a lot though. So we're getting nickel and dimed with an inch or two of snow every day, or every other day. Days in a row of snow is going to continue. Into Wednesday, there's a low missing us to the south on Wednesday. I think that's too far south, and I think we are going to get a mixture of rain and snow on Wednesday. And then there's the coldest front in a long time coming at us on Thursday, but it's not racing in here as fast as it was yesterday. And the wave on the front with the Arctic air to the north, that wave now looks like it wants to go north of our mountains and travel across Quebec. That'd be a lot of snow for Quebec, but just a little bit of snow here on Thursday, and colder air advection coming in on Friday. Now here comes the real meat and potatoes. High pressure building in southeastern Canada, and this is a strong storm coming right across central New England next Saturday night into early Sunday, and that could be double-digit snowfall, and it should be cold enough in the mountains that that's a dry, powderish snow. Hopefully, and that would be next Sunday, and then you get a day off Sunday, and then March 31st is a Monday, and look at the storm brewing over the mid-Atlantic states. We stop it at 8 p.m. on Monday, March 31st. This is probably almost totally fiction, but the guidance has really been bullish on something happening to close the month. 988 low over the mid-Atlantic states with snow in Virginia, almost down to North Carolina. The blue is snow, reaching up into Cape Cod with a 1030 high to our north. I mean, that's potential blizzard setup right there. I don't think that's going to happen, but the month is going to go out with some kind of storm. The Euro would have us very warm with that storm on April Fool's Day, or the April Fool's Day Eve. All right, that's it for the weather. Hey, T-Rex, well, for now, because I just want to look at that boat going by so fast and beautiful. Boating season coming on strong, coming on fast. You get these false springs like the one we had earlier in the week, although here in eastern Massachusetts, didn't really feel that springy with the wind in off the ocean. So spring is here, and it's fickle, and anything can happen. And why don't I show that 240-hour coast-to-coast snowfall? I think this is going to be week 23 in a row coming up of coast-to-coast North America snow. We have avalanche watches and warnings in effect in Idaho and Montana. That storm's coming through here and intending to weaken on Monday. You get some elevation snow here tonight, Monday. Tuesday, dribs and drabs. Wednesday, same thing. Thursday, late. Here comes a more robust area of snow for southeastern Canada and far northern New England. And then here's the Saturday. There it is. There are the purples we want with 6 to 12 and more at the higher elevations. Everything this time of year is going to be highly elevation dependent. And we stop it there right on the eve of that April Fool's potential storm. And not really believing that snow all the way down into Virginia. So that's less than a 50% probability of that actually coming true. All right, we'll do this in only at 10 minutes, T-Rex. And let's wipe the sleepies out of your eyes. You're looking so handsome here in the sun. Beautiful day today. eastern New England, we're probably going to get to 55 to 60 with a southerly wind. And it's going to get windy again. We're just in between winds for now. And the Enmore from yesterday is going to be, excuse me, not quite pollen season, something in the air. Look at the pretty pussy willows. Oh, pussy willows are peak right now. It's peak pussy willow in TK's backyard. And it's so fun bringing the flowers in early. Thank you for the comments that really description of the river system there in Moscow, Vermont, where we stopped the other day, and the Miller Brook. Thank you for all that intel, and I love the comments. Elise, is that your name? I can't remember, but familiar, and you're the one that told me that Lou Cote knows the backcountry of Stowe better than anyone, and apparently you do too, and I really appreciate the comments and all the feedback. And so for we do the weather and more. So we've done the weather, and the and more is going to feature me watching yesterday, wondering when it was going to clear up and warm up. It didn't really warm up, but it cleared up and turned into a nice night. Oh yeah, Peter Lavasco last night, and so many out there with the camera, and there were coronal mass ejections from the sun. Energy from the sun came and lit up the top of our atmosphere, and we had aurora, northern lights last night. Thank you, Peter Lavasco in Gloucester, and so many of you sharing the aurora. And so also in the Enmore, content from Josh up at Jay Peak. Danny was at Jackson Hole in Wyoming watching Corbett's Callure yesterday, people launching in the Corbett's. Danny is chasing the snow. Apparently Weir's chasing the snow too. And also want to take a moment to remember Wilson. Wilson left our mortal coil there on the day of the vernal equinox in the sun. Love you, Wilson. So sad watching over the years you walk up the top of Jay Peak with Josh. So Josh had and the family, the Worth family at Montgomery Lodge, rough week. So for Wilson, T-Rex, thinking of you, sending love. And T-Rex has got his tail going. All right, T-Rex, what do you see? What do you see? Here's the Enmore from yesterday. Handsome. Oh yeah, a couple more things yesterday, commenting on why maybe they weren't driving those piles. Maybe it was too windy. Thank you, Doug, for that intel. And great to see you, Captain Donald Peacock of Lynx, visiting Charlie and getting a tour of Captain's Cove Marina yesterday. With all the geese and the wind and the waves right over in there. All right, and more from yesterday.
Oh, great day. It is blowing hard. Fence fell down. All the lifts are on hold. It's 8:20 on a Friday. Actually, it settled down a little bit, but it is not good here. Not good at all.
Whistling winds. We had one more downpour since the out the door earlier, and it was a 0.27. So let's just check real quick. The rainfall total for this event picked up about another almost 10th, 0.34. All right, 8/10. So about a third of an inch. We had more than two, so we had more than 2.5 inches of rain this week. And pile driving seems to be delayed. Risk getting mixed or Charlie and Donald here inspecting the new system, and they're still fudging with those piles that have yet to be driven. So maybe we're not driving piles until Monday, I'm not sure yet. And it's windy. Shaping the poles, making pointed ends, makes sense. Drive. Sharp down to that rock, I would think. Look guy. He's like, this is my lawn, bro.
Watch out for the bird flu. Don't step in their poop. They say that if they got bird flu, it'll affect your dog. Oh, really? So this gets pretty shallow at low tide. But if you dredge,
Cove Marina, Captain's Cove, Geese Cove. Charlie's Angel.
So here we are, C-Dock. So my impression was, you want to walk out to the end? I was thinking the end is.
There's the porch, the sun porch. Tom River, oil port, C-Dock, B-Dock, and a band of precipitation on the backside of March 21 cyclogenesis, responsible for this overachieving wind today. I lost $2 on a bet that it wouldn't be this windy. Cape Cotter in the house. Stalactites, stalagmites. So we're looking back in history. That's some demo from Boston, maybe 100 years ago almost. You can see, yeah.
Yeah, they probably said, well, they got a shipyard down.
Yeah.
A lot of used to be close to the building. If we do anything, we can see they got a shipyard there. They're not worried about waste.
That's some nice stone, huh?
There's some great stuff.
That's how America was built right there.
That's right. Look at that. Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
It's a column. That's a column. Yep. There's some great stone. All on the other side too. But then on the other side there, with that fencing there, is ponders folks
Oh, and who's this?
This is little Skipper Peacock.
Skipper
She's
Peacock.
a very good girl.
Hi, Skipper. Nice to meet you.
She's a Pomeranian rescue.
Oh, wow. How do you like this wind? Name like Skipper. Point into the wind.
All right, Tim, good to see you.
All right, Captain. See ya when it gets warmer.
Warmer. Yeah. So I live right across the street. Yeah. That's where it's coming.
Jesus, now what?
Dad, take off. Annie. Oh, Dad.
You got it, bud.
Hey, Mitt. We haven't seen Mitt in the video in a while. 4:14 on this Friday. Oh, he's waking up from his cat nap. And there goes the storm out to sea. There's been some backlash. That was precipitation that came across from Cape Ann to the South Shore a couple of hours ago. And look at the wind mucking up the water. Well, it's not just the wind, is it? And those piles still have not been driven. What a storm. Definitely overachieving in the wind department. Many reports of gusts 40 to 50. And sun's going down on this very chilly last No, it's not the last Friday. It's the second to last Friday of March. Indoor kind of day, if you can get it. But we'll go outdoors one more time. And I just looked at the observations. The strongest wind gust of the day was at Logan Airport at 4 o'clock at 45 miles an hour. That was the strongest at Logan, but many reports of gusts past 50 miles an hour. Yeah, wind blows. It's tiring, doesn't it? Stirring it up. Solar heating down at the boatyard is a lot more comfortable than the backyard over there in the wind, that's for sure. Suddenly not a cloud, the sinking air, the cacophony of flagpole racks and aeolian harps, shrink wrap. Spring is upon us, but shrink wrap is not coming off for another few weeks. It's a little bit warmer. I think this is a good sound to play us out with a time lapse. Pretty squally morning in Weymouth, and the clouds receding. Do both Weymouth and Cape Cod. First Weymouth to blue sky. Day of cyclogenesis, east of New England, Cape Cod. Assuming the sun came out in Cape Cod too. Very good. Thanks for watching.